This show is clean, pretty much.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 729. It's Mike Matthews broadcasting from the last place on Earth, located somewhere in Podcaster Valley, California. Today, Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, the Brewmaster, plus it's a new Into an Interview with 3 of the members of the band Dead Cat Hat. And more evidence that Comcast is somewhere in the lower bowels of hell. Mike's Daily Podcast. And I also wanted to tell you about the last show. Something happened that was, well, Mike's Daily Podcast, pretty entertaining. We had a visit from GoPro Joe, and he's also known as the Bicycle Schmo. That means that he is the coolest bicyclist ever. And are we going to have him back on the show again? Never. That was what we call a one-off. And Mike's Daily Podcast. I got behind someone yesterday driving so slow, I wanted to pop Mike's. I was so mad. Daily. And I don't get that mad. Podcast. Behind the wheel that often. Yeah. I try to avoid road rage. I try to drive with a sense of zen. Oh, this is something cool that Dead Cat Hat gave me. They made me a phone message, a phone greeting. If you were to call me, you would hear this. And they used like a vocoder thing. Listen. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. So weird. Look who just walked in. Hi, Mom. It's Benita the Rodeo Queen. How y'all doing?
And it's a disgruntled fiddle player, tell you what.
Wow, you... What?
What are you gonna say?
You sound very Johnny Cash today, I just have to tell you.
Thank you. Well, but from time to time. It's a one-off, to use your word. Okay, I think I'm talking more normal. I hear the train a-coming. Nope. Yeah. Anyway, Mike, I hear that you have road rage.
No, I don't, but yesterday I'm trying to get over to Bart, because I've been working at the part-time job that I do at a local radio station, and I take Bart there. It's awesome. I love the Bay Area. I can take Bart to work. But getting to the Bart station required some driving, so we're driving down a 35-mile-per-hour street, and there's a lady in front of me, but there's a car in between me and her, and she is driving 10 miles per hour. The person behind her isn't honking or anything, trying to get them to go any faster. And then I see in front of all of this signal that I have to cross to get over to the Podcaster Valley BART station. And it's like green, but I know it's not going to be green very long. And when it turns red, I'm going to be sitting there for 10 minutes, and I'm going to miss my train. So I'm driving 10 miles per hour, should be going 35 miles per hour. The person in front of me not doing anything about it because they're right behind the other. So you know what I do? I lay on the horn. Just take the hand and bam! Just push as hard as I can. And you know what? They started to move a little bit faster. I feel bad, though, because I had to go past the left lane where there were cars waiting to make a left turn because they had a red arrow. And I had to drive past them with the horn blaring. So apologies to them. But the person did finally move. I'm sorry, if you're right behind someone driving that slow, it behooves you for all the people behind you to honk, to nudge them a little. You don't have to be an obnoxious jerk like me and put your hand down all the way on the horn, but, do something. Hundreds of Americans, do you agree with what I say? Good.
Mike, I think what y'all participated in was noise pollution, and you should apologize. You probably could have gotten a ticket for that.
Really? Wouldn't they have gotten a ticket for driving way below the speed limit?
No, y'all would have gotten a ticket.
Probably. Look who else just walked in.
Hello there, Mike. I make the root beer. I'm the Brewmaster. Oh, boy.
Brewmaster, what kind of root beer did you make today?
Mike, I made a very special root beer in honor of GoPro Joe, the Bicycle Schmo.
Yeah, he blew up. He's gone. He's no longer on the show.
Yeah, but I made it for him in honor of him. So drink that root beer. Oh, boy.
All right. Yeah, that's a good root beer.
Thanks.
Mike, I think what you need y'all to do, is you need to go and talk about Comcast so I can leave. Bye, I hate Comcast. Yes, if you're trying to cancel Comcast, you've heard about this recording that Ryan Block did. It went something like this. The phone rep from Comcast says, I'm just trying to figure out here what it is about Comcast service that you're not liking. Ryan says, this phone call is actually a really amazing representative example of why I don't want to stay with Comcast. Can you please cancel our service? Representative, okay, but I'm trying to help you. Ryan, the way you can help me is by disconnecting my service. Representative, but how is that helping you? How is that helping you? Explain to me how that is helping you. Ryan, because that's what I want. And the representative says, okay, so why is that what you want? Oh my gosh. Wow. So yeah, The Verge, the website, theverge.com, put out a call and sought out current and former Comcast employees, hoping to shed light on the inner workings of the largest broadcasting and cable company in the country. More than 100 employees responded, including one who works in the same call center as where the rep was that was talking to Ryan Block. These employees said the same stories over and over again. Customer service has been replaced by an obsession with sales. Technicians are understaffed and tech support is poorly trained. And the massive company is hobbled by internal fragmentation. The Verge, which by the way, The Verge has, where they've posted this article online, there's an ad on this page for Comcast. Comcast plus Time Warner Cable. See why together is better. Oh my gosh. Ironic. The Verge will be publishing excerpts from these interviews over the next few weeks ahead of the company's proposed merger, and dozens of current and former Comcast employees said that they had to constantly push products even if they worked in tech support, billing, and general customer service. Mark Pavlik was hired as a customer account executive at Comcast in October of 2010 after graduating from a technical institute. He figured he'd be troubleshooting TV, phone, and internet service, but most of his month-long training focused on sales. Every day when he walked into the call center, he'd see a whiteboard with employee names and their revenue-generating units, or RGUs. I didn't know that I was going to be selling things, he said. The customer is calling in to tell you what's wrong, and you're looking for ways to sell them service. The longer he was there, the more the company emphasized sales. He says they pushed it as a way for us to earn more money, but if you were low on sales, you got put on probation. He ended up quitting after 10 months. Comcast says that its company policy is not to punish reps for having low sales. They say our customer service philosophy is to be there for our customers, to make them happy, provide solutions to their needs. I don't want any of our employees to feel that pressure to go through and sell or feel like they're going to get fired. That's not good for us. At the same time, Comcast says that they may need to do some retraining to reinforce those values. The person that actually worked at the same facility as the rep that spoke to Ryan Block did said that the rep was placed on leave pending investigation. His desk is still set up, which means he still works for us. Yes, he's a good salesperson. I mean, if you don't have stellar numbers, you get fired. One of the issues with the recorded call, which, by the way, has been heard by over 5 million people, is he actually did his job, just went way overboard with it. According to our retention handbook, he did not violate any of the things that can end your employment. What do you think about this? And, you know, it's not just Comcast. Like I dealt with it talking to Sprint, as I was talking about in a previous podcast. Last week ran into this problem. What do you think about this way of dealing with the customer where they are not a customer, they are someone to make money off of, someone to just prey on instead of helping them? That philosophy that we have with so many call centers today. What do you think about it? Email me, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. We read your comments on the section emails from email. Also email me there if you'd like to be a guest on the show or if you'd like to sponsor the show, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. We also have links to where to find us on iTunes. Rate and comment on the show there, and that helps us out, gets us better ranking, so more people will find out about us. There's also links to where to find us on Facebook. Like the Facebook page, and when I post a new show, share it with your friends so more people will find out about us. There's also links to where to find us on Stitcher, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Mixcloud, Yelp, Tumblr, Twitter. There is the Amazon deal of the day. Click on that and buy something, and that helps us out too. And yes, there is also the blog, the Daily Podcast Picture, and the interviews. Every single interview that I've done on the show you can catch right there at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. And speaking of interviews...
Into an interview.
All right.
Okay, great.
Sure. How's our volume?
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Perfect!
All right on.
Yay, we're in motion.
All right, good morning. So I saw that you were in Benicia not too long ago.
Yes, I was. Is that Pato?
That's right. That's me, Pato.
Pato. Like I'm making a Pato coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I did. I'm actually drinking a cup now. And yes, I love Benicia.
It's a nice little town.
I take my dog there. We walk downtown and then go to that little beach you've got right there.
Yeah. It's a very dog-friendly place. Most of us in the band have dogs. We have a pug, a schnauzer, and
Rottweiler, Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah.
Very dog-friendly. And with a name like Dead Cat Hat, I can see why.
It's dog-friendly, yes.
And I'm allergic to dogs, so...
Oh, okay. Okay, now everybody's got to say who they are, because it sounds... Oh, is this the whole band?
Well, we got 3 of us here. This is Pato.
Steve.
Alan.
Ah, okay. So we've got Pato Milo plays guitar.
That's right, and sing a couple of songs.
I play like mostly rhythm and sing.
And I'm a drummer.
Oh, okay. So Alan.
Alan here.
Alan Kanume.
Yes.
You play guitar. You sing a little. I hear you play the banjo.
That is Pato. Pato plays a little bit of the banj-tar.
The banj-tar.
6-string banjo.
6-string banjo.
It's a dirty little secret, but I have this banjo that's got 6 strings on it. It's strung up like a guitar.
Oh, wow. How's that sound versus a normal banjo?
It sounds like hell.
I love it.
It's fine.
And then Steve Glover is the drummer.
That's right.
Yes.
How's everybody? Are you all in Benicia or?
Yeah, we're all sitting around my kitchen table here. We're not working or anything today. We're just sitting around, turning the air conditioner on already.
Oh, yeah.
Barely awake.
We're just being suburban lizards, kind of.
That's another great name for a band. Suburban Lizards. So, how did you guys all get together?
Here in Benicia, there's a little gas station. They used to serve hamburgers. And I was in there one time, and Alan walked in, and somehow we started talking about iPhones, and that led to bands. And he told me that he grew up here in Benicia and had a bunch of bands in the 90s and 80s, and then had gone to Seattle. And so I went home that afternoon, I went and looked up one of his bands called Jettison, and was just floored. I was like, oh my God, it was a 5-piece band with a cello, and he was fronting all of his original music. And I chased him down that afternoon. I brought a couple guitars to his house, and I said, all right, f*** you, we're going to start playing music. And he was really kind of trying to back out of music for a while at that time. But we started doing little gigs, and we kind of conceived ourselves up as a duet, like sort of an indie folk duet. Thought we would just try to open for bigger acts at, really big shows as a duet.
That's a really good incentive, too.
But the 2 of us started playing together, just sort of threw our old songs together and called it Dead Cat Hat. And, there was a little banjo at that time, kind of acoustic folk, indie rock type stuff. And we met this accordion player at our music store here in Benicia. Her name is Bonnie. And Alan, I think you were looking for some sheet music that day.
Yeah, just some sheet music because I was around a piano again.
So he's looking for classical piano music. And we started playing one of our songs with the guitars in the shop. And Bonnie just, she said, hold on a minute. And she left the store. She drove home and got her accordion and drove back, just left us in the store. She came back with her accordion and started jamming with us. And it was like, well, we're going to do a little tour to Seattle, and we're going to come back in a few weeks, and why don't you jam with us when we get back? So she did. She played with us this show when we got back in Albany at a club called the Ivy Room. And we had a weekly gig there every Wednesday night for a while one summer. So she sits in with us with the accordion, and she's just amazing. So now we're like a 3-piece, and her fiance at that time, Jay, walks up, and he just is like, hey, I play bass. And we're like, okay. So then we had a bass player, and a friend of ours used to play the drums with us for a while, and then we swapped him out for Steve here. And so ever since the last couple of years, we've been a 5-piece with a couple of guitars, bass, drums, accordion. And it turns out Jay and Bonnie are both trombone players. They're both kind of high-end trombone players.
Kind of like jazz,
So
jazz.
we bust out the trombone on a couple of songs, too. And so we're kind of all over the map now.
I love it. Wow. So
well told.
Yeah, gee, that's a great origin story. Marvel Comics needs to make a movie out of it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a comic book, a manga or something.
So the Benita music scene, there is one.
We're it. It's a small town.
That almost sounded like a question. Is there one? Maybe.
And you guys are it, and you all have created a band.
Well, yeah, there's not really any place to have a show here. There's a little tiny pub. It's not much bigger than my kitchen, and it's called Cullen's Tannery Pub. And we actually play down there kind of as a little acoustic band, just damn near every weekend now for the last 6 or 8 months. And it's a friendly little crowd. People like our CD, and we mostly just play covers there, like weird, like we play Gordon Lightfoot covers. I mean, it's whatever weird kind of song, just try to with people.
And we always test out the new material there. It's a good place to do it.
And do you do the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
We play Sundown. Actually, Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah.
We'll do like Seals and Crofts. We'll play Summer Breeze or
Lime in the Coconut.
Yeah, that's Harry Nilsson.
Yep, Harry Nilsson.
Wow.
You name it.
We try to educate while we play.
One night we played all Kinks covers, and another time we came back, we played all Stones covers. Just whatever we feel like doing. We don't even, we're not like signed up. I mean, we just show up if we want to play there, and they just let us, and the drinks are good.
And that's where?
It's in here in Benita. It's called Cullen's Tannery Pub.
Oh, okay. Cullen's Tannery Pub.
It's right near the beach where you walk your dog.
Oh,
right
yeah.
Down there. Yeah, it's in the brick building.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I haven't walked in there yet. Well, now I have an excuse to go in there.
Excuse, yeah.
Yay. All right, well, where did the name Dead Cat Hat come from?
Well, when Alan and I met, it was kind of deep in the heart of the recession time. And, times were tough. And we just kind of figured, screw it. We're not going to, get a band. We're just play the two of us. We sold the Marshall stacks, and we're not going to buy any more. We're just going to go with acoustic banjos and like that. And so it was kind of a make it as you go kind of time. And I figured, well, if you find a Dead Cat hat, there's a hat. It's kind of DIY.
Yeah. So it was kind of on a whim, and we figured, well, we're a duet at that point, and it's kind of catchy, and if people ask questions, like, all right, that's fine.
We just tell them it's a recession rock. That's
fine, and we didn't really take much, thought into the name. It just ended up being our name after a while when the band formed.
Well, we played with this one band in Seattle called Dead Language, and they were from Alaska. And they were asking us, hey, where's your Dead Cat hats? And we're like, what are you talking about? It's just the name of the band. And
no, you got to wear your Dead Cat hats. I mean, that's the name of your band. And I'm like, well, it's the middle of summer, so we didn't.
Yeah, it's not that concrete of a thing. Yeah, it was middle of summer. But yeah, they actually wear Dead Cat hats. And you'd be surprised, you Google a name. Like, you pick a name like Dead Cat Hat, and the first thing you want to do is find out how many other bands are called Dead Cat Hats. So we went on Google. And there are like Dead Cat Hat associations and fairs and all kinds of crap.
Yeah, kind of the frightening spectrum. Like send in your, I don't know if there's any sensitive listeners, but send in your dead cat. We'll make a hat out of it. That's basically it. Sorry to all the kids.
Wow. Okay. Well, tell me about the song Station Change, which is the name of the album.
Oh, all right. Well, Station Change, I have a little piece of my heart devoted, kind of still up in Seattle. And Station Change was just reminiscing about the weekends where I would leave Seattle, like, you know, I would work. I had a bar job, but I would leave on the weekends and, you know, just head down, take all my money, head down to Oregon, see a bunch of friends, and just really have no car and just, you know, wander around aimlessly. And come back on Sunday. And every time I would go, it would be like totally raining. And then by the time I got to Oregon, the sun would break out. So that was always a significant thing because I would always be waking up on the train.
Aww.
So, you know, it's kind of nostalgia mixed with, you know, a little storytelling. And I'm trying to be poetic. I don't know.
That's beautiful. I want to go on that trip.
Yeah, it's kind of pricey, but it's worth it. You know, like you can take Greyhound for like $30 or $40, and a lot of stops. And then, but the train's a little bit more pricey, but it's kind of worth it. You know, with the people traveling all over the United States and stuff.
Well, oh, I hear a helicopter in Venetia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we got Travis Air Force Base up east.
We got the Napa Airport and the Concord Airport.
Yeah, and they love to fly their planes like their C-17s in the middle of the night.
Oh, nice.
And cops.
Just joyride.
Cops have choppers.
Oh,
too.
so I live...
Cops.
And then I lived in the San Fernando Valley in Southern California as a kid, and we were right in the flight path for the Burbank Airport. And there would be these, the C-16, 15? What the big
C-17 is the common one, yeah.
Yeah, the C-17 would just scream over the house, shake.
Oh yeah, and they don't fly high. You know, they got to keep it on the flight deck. So yeah, it's pretty loud.
Well, with that, let's play Station Change. This is Dead Cat Hat. I'm speaking with Steve Glover, the drummer, Pato Milo, the guitarist, vocalist, and banjo player, and
Every once in a while.
Alan Kanume plays guitar and sings as well. And let's who's singing this one?
Station Change, I'm singing it, and everyone else is playing. And you know, we all do backups on it.
Oh, okay. So Alan's singing this one. It's Dead Cat Hat on Mike's Daily Podcast. Station Change, which is the name of the new album from Dead Cat Hat, which you can find at deadcathat.com. As we go outside of the last place on earth where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California. Tomorrow, part 2 of my Into an Interview with Dead Cat Hat.
And here's
today's podcast picture.
You can see Dead Cat Hat, what they look like, the band members, all of them, all of the 5-piece, including Jay and Bonnie, too, in the picture with them. See that picture now at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Mike, I want to tell y'all that when I say your name, I like to say Mike. Yeah, it kind of almost sounds like a bird or something. Mike. Yeah, like that. Mike. Okay, that's enough. I want to tell y'all that I honked at someone just now when I was driving around the parking lot and they were driving really slow. Well, people drive slow in parking lots, Benita. That's okay. No, it's not. Not for me, because I'm full of rage. You have road rage? Yeah, Mike. I can't get into that Zen place that y'all do. Oh. It just, well, you drive, you just focus on the fact that it's not the destination. It's the trip there, right? It's the ride. Yeah, okay, that sounds lame. Yeah, it does. Tomorrow, part 2 of the Dead Cat Hat interview. And we will also hear from Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Oh no, they've turned the Brewmaster into a cyborg. Brewmaster, what are y'all gonna say to everyone right now at the end of the show?